Harry Styles back with brand new music. His first album in a couple of years. It's called Harry's House, and welcome to my house as well. We're doing a little impromptu sit-down sesh, except I'm standing, because we need to talk about the new Harry Styles material. I'm talking the brand new album, I'm talking the new single, As It Was. And just as a longtime fan of Harry Styles and somebody who has enjoyed him both in the context of One Direction and of course in the context of his solo career as well, I just found this new track to be so incredibly rejuvenating because today is April 1st. I'm so sorry. I had to, a little bit, right? I had to pull on the heartstrings, get the suspension flowing. Well, As It Was sees Harry Styles venturing into a bit more of a synth pop lane, and that's not necessarily something that I would have predicted or something that I saw coming, but I really like what him and his backing band picked up on here. It feels a little bit 70s, a little bit timeless, everything from those ringing bells that just feel enchanting at the end of the track, like we're ushering in this new era, a new feeling of livelihood and spring. It's definitely a celebratory track in terms of how it feels musically, but there's also an underlying darkness to this track that I just can't get enough of. There's a sentiment to me that it feels like maybe a relationship or something else kind of crumbled and fell apart. And as Harry tries to make sense of everything, the people around him in his life are asking all of these questions like, Harry, what pills are you on? Are you doing this again? And it's kind of played up to this almost romantic angle. And I love the fact that Harry isn't afraid to go there with a little bit of darkness, but also combining these two euphoric styles. I have to say that speaking of styles, I'm looking forward to Harry's House coming out in May. This is his third solo effort. And I'm just really surprised now that he's entering this lane that I think would have looked good on him from the start. It does feel like a continuation of Fine Line in a way, but the peppery drums that feel very much like they're kind of sprinting towards the finish line to kind of even out the more subdued, cooled vocals during the verses. It really all works together for a positive outcome, and it makes me really excited to see what he's going to do on this 13-song album. With it dropping in May, I wanted to ask you guys, how are you feeling about the single As It Was? Are you enjoying it? Are you disappointed compared to maybe the lead single like Lights Out from Fine Line, or even Sign of the Times? Obviously not saying that this new one is on that level, but still, having been a fan of both records, and I've gotten a surprising amount of mileage out of both, I'm looking forward to this. I hope you guys are too. It gets the stamp of approval from me.